Yeah, that's crazy. That's because we have a perfect product suite that's encompassed with these types of products and programs. Now, here's why I tell you all of these. Let me tell you why I tell you all of these. It's not for overwhelm. Think about a time that you went through a training or a course that said, you have to do this one thing. Well, what if this one thing doesn't align with me? What if that one thing does not align with me? What if I don't want to do that one thing? But yet they're telling you that that is it. That is what you have to do because it is the best thing. Well, it might not be the best thing for you. Well, here's the bold statement. We've helped our students and our clients, I just recognize this, create all of those 17 products and services in their business in the last 20 years. And our students and our clients have generated hundreds of millions of dollars from these 17 buckets. I'm not going to force one of these on you. I want you to pick the one that you want to do. So yes, 2021 is, let's figure out what 3 you want, but here's what I want to know. Which one are you focused on in this challenge getting done? I want you to type that in the comments. Which one are you focused on starting or making better in this challenge right now? I want to know that. And guys, can y'all hear me okay? I just heard somebody say no audio. Y'all hear me? Let me see backstage. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Yep. Okay, it's on you, whoever said that. Audio is good. What is the one thing? No, I'm not saying the start bucket, the momentum, or the scale. I'm saying what product or service. No, book. No, book is not a product or service. It's not up there. It's a business card. It's very hard to make money off of a book. Sorry, I'm just telling you the real talk. Just telling you real talk. And so guys, we got to have this. And that leads us to this. And this is the piece I want to teach before we go backstage today. And I want to give you a homework assignment that I believe you will love. And that's in your workbook as well. It's in your workbook as well. Now, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, all about taking your message out and getting it in front of people. So I want to talk to you about the power of stages. And if you don't know this, there are 2 major categories of stages. And these are literally the 2 biggest things that 95% of my friends, colleagues, and students that are succeeding are doing one or both of these stages. They're either focusing on other people's stages. You realize right now, Grant Cardone, I've seen Grant Cardone in Clubhouse for early on for 5-10 hours in one day on a bunch of people's stages. Let's pay attention to that. But there's also your own stages. And there's both digital and physical stages that you can be on other people's, and there's digital and physical that you can be on your own. Today, it's all about this. Tomorrow, it's all about this. And the cool thing about tomorrow, guys, get ready, is I'm actually going to take you behind the scenes. I am in a garage right now. I'm in my garage right now, like over here. Like how does that thing do a 360? Will it do a 360? Like I'm in a garage. I'm going to show you how to set this up in your garage, your apartment, your home. Look at the guys back here. Look at these good-looking guys. Look at that. See that? You see that guy over there? Like he needs to dress up a little bit. He's got to get cleaned up a little bit. Like look, all this is a couple of lights, some switchers, some monitors, and 3 cameras. Monitor right here. Let's show the monitors. Monitor right here. Monitor right there. Oh, Pete, you're so smart. You set that up. I'm not. I can't do that stuff. No, I didn't touch one thing. I didn't touch one thing. Not one thing. Like, look, monitor here. I can see you. Hi, wave to me. monitor right here. I can see you. Hi, wave to me. I'm actually going to give you this. I'm going to give you the behind the scenes of how you can set this up, and you can outsource it out for a few $100s tomorrow. Anybody want to know how to do that and host your own events in your apartment? I did it in my garage for a reason. Can they see the garage? Like, look, you think I'm not kidding? That's garage. This is a freaking ugly sheet to block the light from coming in. There's nothing crazy that's fancy about this. Tomorrow, we focus on this. This is what changed the game for us this year. Does anybody feel like they're in I was going to say my home, but does anybody feel like they're in my garage with me right now? Like, let me see the side view. Do any of you feel like it? Linda does. Rosalind doesn't. Michelle does. If you will make people feel like they're in the home with you, or in my case, in the garage with you, they stay connected. They don't drop off. Tony Robbins told me on a call, like, Pete, I keep them for 4 days and 16 hours. There's no way that can happen virtual. And I'm telling you, I got the recording. I said, Tony, there is a possibility to do that, because I just did it for 3 days. And Tony believed it. And you saw what he's doing to now break the records out there. I shared the same thing with my buddy Eric Worre as well. And so guys, tomorrow, that's what we're going to talk about. Today, I want to focus on this, tomorrow on this, and Saturday on the 7 to 10 sales and marketing strategies that are actually working in 2021. And where you should start if you're in the start bucket, although people are telling you should be doing things that are in the scale bucket. And it's BS. It pisses me off. And if you're in the momentum bucket, what sales and marketing initiatives work for you there? And if you're in the scale bucket, what sales and marketing initiatives will work for you there? I'm going to share that with you on Saturday. These next 3 days are all about getting your message out to the world on a bigger scale. So let's dive into this today. And then I will be stoked to go backstage. So other people's stages. Just follow me. I forgot a note card. I might as well go over here. I got to grab this note card because I had some notes for today. And I might as well grab it. This is my desk over here. And so other people's stages. This is what I want to say about other people's stages. Why would you want to be on other people's stages? Well, the last offline stage that I was on, and I want to tell you, offline stages are coming back. These are all of the different types of offline stages that you could do or you be on. These are physical stages, another way of saying physical stages. The last one I was in was a conference in a single room, and it was Grant Cardone's. And yes, you can't be on these stages right now, but I will show you in a minute the power of these stages. So I was on they're coming back too. And I'm going to show you 13 digital stages that you can be on. But I was on a Grant Cardone stage, and Grant looked at his audience. And for all of you in the start bucket, I hope this hits home. But for all of you in the scale bucket that haven't done this, I hope it hits home too, and everybody in between. Grant goes, how much do you think I paid for this stage? And people started yelling amounts from the audience. He goes, you guys paid hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars. I don't remember the exact amount, but he said, let's just say, I paid $10 million to put this event on. And I'm in the green room. This is last February. And I'm like, wow. So I get on stage. I teach other people's stages. I said, how much did Grant tell you he paid for this stage? They said 10 million. I said, yeah, 10 million plus all of his team's time for the last year to produce this event. And oh, by the way, the millions, the tens of millions, hundreds of millions he spent the last 20 years building his community. And people are like, whoa, this really cost him a lot more. I said, how much do you think this stage cost me? People started yelling. I said, nothing. Zero. I said, that's the power of other people's stages. They've paid the money and the time to build their communities, and they will let you share your message with their communities. Why would they do that? Because you solve a problem for them and you solve a problem for their communities. So because you're giving them a win, you're giving their community a win, you get your win. Do you realize the last 2 years from Grant Cardone's stage, we generated 1,000 customers 2 years ago and like 600 customers last year? 700 customers last year. Do you realize that both of those stages were 7-figure stages for us as an organization, but we didn't have to pay a penny to be on them? We didn't have to gather them. We didn't have to build them. We didn't have to run ads. We didn't have to do anything. We just had to show up and deliver a message. Why do you think I want you to share your story in this group? So that when we take you out into the real world, you share your story so powerfully that other people's stages will become the #1 customer acquisition channel for you out of the gates. You don't need tech. You don't need ads. You don't need funnels. You don't need anything. You just need your message. And for all of you out there that are introverts, my wife loves this. Here are 12, and on Sunday you will see 13 because Clubhouse will now be on here. Yes, Clubhouse is a category of its own now. These are 12 plus 1 digital stages of other people's stages that you can be on. Today, right now, you can be on other people's social media lives. You can be on other people's challenges. Do you know what I mean by challenges? Pedro Adeo is going to be here tomorrow. The challenge guy himself. Dean Graziosi is going to be with us on Saturday. Do you not realize they didn't have to spend $140,000 on Facebook ads like I had to spend? And if you don't know either one of them, if you don't know Pedro, say no to Pedro or no Dean. I don't know Pedro, I don't know Dean. If you don't know them, think about this for a second. They get the chance to be in front of tens of thousands of people and had to not pay anything, but get exposure to all of those folks by sharing their message. That's a living example. What about webinars? What about associations that no longer can do in-person events? What about podcasts? My wife loves podcasts. She doesn't have to get ready and prepped and looking all fancy. She loves podcasts. Podcasts are incredible for introverts. And even if you can pre-record it ahead of time, which most podcasts don't do it live. What about summits? A lot of those are pre-recorded. What about YouTube channels? I recorded one interview with my buddy Sean Cannell, and it's on his YouTube channel of 1 million followers, and anybody searches how to have confidence on speaking, it lives there all of the time. It's not like other social media channels that push all of the content down. The content that as something gets popular on YouTube, it just comes up more. He said, Pete, I have one thing that 320 people watch every hour of every day on my YouTube channel. Woo! I want to go record on your channel with you. What about online media? Why don't you build yourself into other people's courses and membership sites? I have a little talk when everybody else is like, no, you can't record my talk. I'm like, yes, record my talk and put it in your course and put it in your membership site and make me the subject matter expert in it. I'm in other people's courses and other people's membership sites providing value to their community. What about virtual masterminds? What about virtual events? Big events. Big events could be dozens of people, 50 people, 100 people. Hybrid events. Hybrid events are in person and virtual together. I'll be at Grant's next month. And what about Clubhouse? If you don't know about Clubhouse, we have an expert that's going to be here with us next week on one of our bonus trainings, teaching you about Clubhouse. And this person has 1 million followers on Clubhouse. I can go be on 10 stages in 1 hour in Clubhouse and share in all 10 stages in 1 hour. Clubhouse has redefined stages and other people's stages. It's crazy. Like I was going back and forth with my friend Marie Forleo. We're going to do a welcome party for her on Clubhouse that we'll be announcing, and we'll have thousands of people in that room. I've been in rooms with my buddy Marcus, thousands of people. Like, it's amazing. There are 13 stages that don't cost you a penny. Watch this. I was on an all-day summit. No, excuse me. I was on a challenge. I was on Eric Worre's challenge. And I got to give away something for free. I didn't get paid to be on the challenge, but I got to give away something for free. I'm going to give you the real facts and the real figures so you can see why what I'm talking about makes sense. A lot of you are being taught go run ads. BS. There's a certain time in your career when you should run ads, but it's not in the start bucket. It is not in the start bucket. It might be in the momentum bucket, maybe, but the way that Apple and Facebook are now going at it might not be. Because here's the thing, if you go run ads wrong, it's going to cost you probably $50 to $100 to acquire a lead that has no idea who you are. Watch this number. Let's say I wanted to go acquire 1,000 leads. We have some of the best running ads for us. Y'all put this in the comments section. We pay about $25 to acquire a lead. How many of you heard us on Facebook? How many of you heard about me for the first time on Facebook? Put Facebook in the comments on Facebook or backstage, if that's where you heard. That's the cost. That's real talk. And did you and I form any type of relationship? Not really. What did that cost me for, let's say, 1,000 leads? Anybody want to do the math? A t-shirt for the first person who gets this. T-shirt team on Facebook and backstage. Toy Lynn, you got it. You got it. $25,000. And I had no connection with you except for an ad. But you go put me on what I call an OPS, and I got to be a guest on a challenge. And right now, I have 1,000+ people who took me up on my free gift. Don't worry, I'll talk to you on Sunday about your free gift. How much did that cost me? Anybody want to put that in the chat? Zero. 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 OPSs are huge. They're big. And everybody in the start, everybody in the momentum, and everybody in the scale. Grant Cardone is in the scale bucket right now. Everybody should make this one of, if not the biggest strategy they have. It's like, yeah, you guys said it. It's like leveraging other people's money. In the real estate market, it's called OPM, other people's money. OPSs are like leveraging other people's money because they built their community, they've built their following, and because you provide value to them and value to their community from your story and your talk and your expertise, they allow you to come speak without you having to pay anything. Woo! Did anybody just have some epiphany there? Like epiphany there, Rosalito? I hope you did. Because here's the deal. We went out, and I'm going to dive into the script on Sunday that won us. I'm going to dive into the script on Sunday that can win you the stages. We went out after losing $5 million last April in top-line revenues, and I told my team I'm going to win 31 digital stages in 31 days. 31 digital stages in 31 days. And I said, here's the key. None of you can be involved with this. I want to act as though I'm in the start bucket so I can actually document this play-by-play case study. I want to document it all. I'm going to record it all. I'm going to record my emails, my scripts, how I found the stages, everything. And you guys can't be involved because I want somebody in the start bucket to know that they can do it just like I did it. So none of my team could be involved, but I knew that it would help me replace income. And so I went and I leveraged our campaign. This is our campaign. This is the campaign that will literally win you any stage on demand. On demand. And all I focused on, and all I'm going to focus on, sorry about that, is I just focused on this one tool. There's 16 tools in here, and I just focused on a video email. I'm going to give you that script on Sunday, verbatim. It's the same script that I sent to Eric Worre, Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi, and before they knew who Pete was. Before they knew who Pete was. I'm going to give you that script. And what happened? Here are the digital stages that I won. 31 digital stages. 31 digital stages. And I didn't just win 31 digital stages in 31 days. I won them in 14 days. With nobody's help but me. No team member. Several of these stages had no idea who I was. I had to reach out to some cold ones because I wanted people to see the power of what an OPS could do. For an introvert, an extrovert, for somebody in the start bucket, for sure, but don't forget momentum and scale. This is something you should do. It replaced multiple 7 figures. Multiple 7 figures. And then what did I do? And I'm coming to an end. I've got about 7 more minutes here, guys. We went out and won all of these digital stages. You can see 70, 80, 90 digital stages in 2020. Other people's digital stages. And I did them from my home office in my basement in Colorado with my kids running around, never having to leave my home. And now Clubhouse is literally the #1 generator of leads and calls for us. That got replaced this week because of you guys, but it was the #1 lead generation as well as calls that we had was Clubhouse, which is one of the newest stages that exist. Guys, this is what we were able to create. Here's what I want you to see. Thank you, Valerie. I see one heart sign up there like, gosh. I'm going to give out 3 of Pete Vargas's invitations to Clubhouse. It is an invite only, and it will attach you to me forever on Clubhouse. So when people come and look at your profile, they will actually see that you were given the invitation from Pete Vargas. I'm going to give 3 of those out here in just a few minutes. 3 of my invitations. It shows who actually invited you. I heard Grant Cardone last week say, so-and-so invited me. I'm so grateful for it. You actually have to have an invitation. We're going to give 3 of those out today here in a minute. I have 6 invites right now. I'm trying to save one for my wife, but she's kind of, being resistant towards it. But this is what happened. Pat Flynn told me anytime anybody gets on my podcast, Pete, they don't realize this, but there's 100,000 listeners every single week. He said, when people get on my podcast, it's called the Pat Flynn Effect. Because immediately after they get on my podcast, business is generated. A franchise owner of a business came up to me and said, Pete, I heard you talk. I spoke at a Christian businessman's mastermind. And I shared that with them. And the guy who was running the mastermind said, Pete, he said, watch this. Hey guys, I got 120 of you in my mastermind. I think they paid like $1,000 a month to be in the mastermind. I think. He goes, how many of you heard me on somebody else's podcast? And hands went up. And about 90 people in the room throws their hands. He said, like 90 of you heard me on somebody else's podcast. That cost him nothing to land 90 of the clients. You do the math on that. And that was one of the 13 digital stages that I just shared with you. One of my friends, Lance, said, Pete, every time that I brought somebody on my live stream and they're launching a new book, they become a bestseller just from being on my one live stream. That's the power of other people's stages. So what I want to ask you today is this, and this is going to be your homework assignment. We're a few minutes out here, and guys, do we have Facebook up here? I want to see Facebook too. I want to ask you this. What is your goal for how many stages you want to be on? Digital stages. You don't have to leave your home. What is your goal of how many stages you want to be on in 2021? Now, you can type a number right now. You don't have to. You can. I will tell you that we're focused on being on 25 a quarter. 25 of them a quarter. That's how many we're focused on. But I want, and guys, you can move it. I want to know, what are you focused on? What are you focused on? How many stages are you focused on being in 2021? And what is your commitment to that? And so today, you're going to get the opportunity to go pick. I don't want you to try to pick 13. Pat and I want you to pick 1, 2, or 3 that resonate with you. You might not want to be on a live virtual event, but you might want to be on a podcast. You might not want to be on somebody's challenge, but you might want to be on somebody's lives, their Facebook lives, their Instagram lives. I want you to go pick 3 stages today in your workbook that you're going to focus on. And tonight's homework assignment is not just to tell me the 3 stages that you're focused on in 2021, but how many of them are you committed to winning? How many of them are you committed to winning? That's the second thing that I want to know. That is the homework assignment. What is your goal? Because watch this, guys, and I want to wind this down. I'll be wound down in a minute. One small stage of 100 people. And I can tell you that what we teach you on Sunday in the masterclass, you will give something away, and 80 of those people will give you their contact information. And 8 of them will become customers. My question to you, based on yesterday's training, I don't care if you're in Start, Momentum, or Scale, what would 8 new customers be worth to you today? Let's just say the one thing you're committed to creating at the price that you're committed to committing it to. What would 8 new customers be worth to you? Facebook, Backstage, put that in the chat. 8 new customers. Some of you say huge. Michelle, 1,900. I love it. Queen says 800. 2,000, 80,000, 40,000, 16,000, 3,500, 1,000, 32,000, $2,400, $12,000, $750,000, Greg? Are you kidding me? 12,000, 10,000, 80,000. I don't care if it's a couple $100 or $200. I just told you 1. And how many stages are you committed to in 2021? Do you want to know how I launched my business from 0 to close to 7 figures in my first year? This was my number 1 strategy. And most of the stages I was on were 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. See, what you might lose track of is, oh, Pete's about to be on a stage next month of 25,000 people. Well, Pete also remembers 5 years ago when he was on the stage of 25 people. But you see, the power of those 25 people is 10 of them would become customers. Or like my man here, Russ Yeager, who I think's still on with us in Clubhouse. He was on. He shot me a message last week. He's like, Pete, I was on a stage of like 12 or 15 people. And 4 of them became customers. 3 or 4 of them became customers. And it generated $15,000 to $20,000 for him in his business from one small stage. And so, guys, we only talked about other people's stages today because so far, day 1, we talked about the problem you solved. Day 2, we talked about your story. Day 3, we talked about your product suite. Day 4, we talked about other people's stages. And tomorrow, we talk about your own stage. I'm going to give you, for the first time, we are literally laying out the whole playbook on how to build your own home studio on a budget. On a budget. So that you can have your own events from home. But guys, if all you did was 1, 2, 3, and 4, you would be complete. You don't even need tomorrow, although tomorrow's awesome. You definitely need Saturday because people are telling you the wrong sales and marketing strategies for the bucket that you're in. But if all you did was this, for all of you in the start bucket, that's who Karen Worstell represents right now. For all of you in the start bucket, Karen Worstell said, she was trying to transition, and team, I want all of her info here because she was a former technology officer, chief technology officer at Microsoft, I think, somewhere big. And she said, I made a promise to my husband that we were going to build a business that was going to replace both my income and his. We crossed the 6-figure threshold in our business in the first 6 months. For all of you in the start bucket, she was starting her business and used the first 4 days of what we talked about to do that. David Butler was in the momentum. He said, I was part of the fall 2000 S2S online program. And in order to jumpstart my executive coaching business via speaking from stages, what I didn't anticipate was the focus and clarity it would bring to me regarding the problem I solve and my ideal audience. So upon graduation, rather than looking for stages, I went directly to a handful. How many? How many in the chat? How many? A handful of CEOs. And with passion, clarity, and confidence, that's why we want you to submit your story, so we can get you to the point of having passion, clarity, and confidence. I shared my heart story and my content and the call to action. The outcome, 2 signed corporate agreements worth $175,000 in 2019, and we're still in January. Thank you, Pete, Pat, and all of the dream team. For all of you in the momentum bucket, David Butler is a representation of what I want for you. And then here's the last thing I want to share with you, and you will see me share this multiple times. Roland Frazier, I'm going to hide this. Roland Frazier did a post, and he wanted people to understand how you play the long game and the short game. How do you actually build a business right now? Right now. This is a guy who's bought and sold dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of companies. And in that post, he said the 5 ways to generate revenues fast and maximize the short game. Not number 2, not number 3, not number 4, not number 5. The first thing he said. Whether keynoting for cash or speaking with the intent of selling something for stage, I've not found a safer, faster, easier, low, no-cost way to generate anything from a few $1,000s to well over 7 figures in 30 to 90 minutes. It's pretty easy to create a talk about something you love and share it with other people who love that stuff. And as you can learn from Pete Vargas III at Advance Your Reach, which offers several extremely valuable, this is not in there, $9,800 workshops on the topic, there is virtually endless demand for messengers to share their message on all types of stages. If I had no money, no contacts, no email list, no funnel, no advertising, no anything, this is the vehicle I would choose to create a substantial income from scratch. Rob Martinez, he says, clarity on the problem you solve, Pat, and on who you serve. People that have similar interests. You got to be clear. Signature talk. Create a talk about something you love. Scaling. Generate. How do you generate thousands to 7 figures in 30 to 90 minutes? You have a product suite. And stages. Speaking. He didn't realize that he was going to give me the most powerful 4 sentences in one Facebook post to demonstrate why this methodology is the complete picture for everything that you need to get your message out to the world. And we're only 4/7 of the way there. And we've got some exciting things coming up with some bonus stuff. And so guys, I want today, and you guys, I am so passionate about this methodology. I want this to now be your turn. Your turn. And so I want to invite you into our Stage to Scale Method 2021 class. Yeah, it's a class. Every year, 2020, we have a class. 2019, we have a class. 2018, we have a class. We only have one class a year that we take them through an experience and a program that helps them in 8 weeks get the results that they desire to get. And I want to invite you. We put together this. This is something we've been doing for 20 years. It's called our Stage to Scale Method course and program. This is all of the details of it right here. I'm going to go through it relatively quickly. It's basically 4 things. You get curriculum rolled out every Monday. This curriculum is 8 weeks of curriculum, and it's valued at $3,000, just shy of $3,000. All year long, this is all we sell, and people buy it every week. There's nothing else. It's just the curriculum. But one time a year, every Friday, $10,000 of value, you coach with Pat, Pete, and his dream team. Pat, Pete, and his dream team. How many of you have had an incredible experience of Pat and my dream team this week? Yesterday, when I said you want to be an extension, you want my team to be an extension, it's the one time a year that they are. Outside of our accelerator program, which is a week, people who are with us for the entire year, this is the only other time that you get in my team as part of an extension. So every Monday, we do the curriculum. Every Friday, we do the coaching. Every day, you and my team are in a Facebook group where you're actually building out this entire methodology, and then we graduate at the end of 8 weeks. It is absolutely the most affordable, most ridiculous program that serves the masses across this world. And so in week 1, we focus on foundation. We get very crystal clear on the problem you solve. We get very crystal clear on who you serve, and then we coach you around that. And then by the time we're done with week 1, it's complete. You're complete. In week, Tom said, getting clarity gave me a clear vision of my business, from my sales to my vital business decisions. I now have a solid benchmark to the core. It's ignited a whole new spark in me for my business. Weeks 2 and weeks 3, all I can tell you is we build out your entire talk so you can have a transformational message that you can share every day, one-to-one, one-to-many. You can confidently take it to any stage. Week 2, we build it. Week 3, we help you perfect it. The entire StoryBraid process, it's complete by the end of week 3. So you have your greatest marketing tool that you can take into this world. You already read David Butler. All he did is take his signature talk. That's all he did. He only took this one piece of the system and did that. And did that. And in week 4 and 5, we don't just get clear on what your 3 products are. We get you building your first or next one. We're going to help you create killer products. We're going to build your system to get give away a free gift so you can get free leads and not leads that cost you. And we're going to help you understand how to have the campaign that converts those contacts into customers. Yeah, we're not just building your products and services. We're helping you collect people's information, and we're helping you turn those in to customers. That's what we do in weeks 4 and 5. All 3 of these parts, the create, the collect, and convert, done at the end of week 4 and week 5. Your perfect product suite, mapped out, ready to go at the end of week 4 and week 5. And guys, Zig Ziglar said, I've never changed someone's life with speaking gig, but when they buy your products and services, you've got a shot at changing their lives. You cannot be afraid to put your products and services out to the market, because that's what's going to change people's lives. I'm confident in this program because I know that it will change people's lives. And then week 6 and week 7, we don't just help you find your dream stages packed with your ideal customers. We help you find them. We then build that campaign to help you win your dream stages. And then we help you we create your own supercharged online challenge, your challenge, like this challenge. And we help you construct your own virtual event from your home or a local studio, or at wherever you want to host it. We help you do all of that in week 6 and week 7, so that you are actually on other people's stages. That campaign is built so you can get on other people's stages, and making sure that you can build your own challenge, your own event, so that you can sell your programs. That is also part of week 7. Guys, that's 7 weeks. This is the most beautiful testimonial. She's one of the most beautiful human beings I know on this planet. But she represents every single person that's in the start bucket. If you're in the start bucket on Facebook or backstage today, put start. I want to know if you're in the start, momentum, or scale. I want to see where you're at. Start, momentum, or scale. Karen, to me, is a representation of all 3 buckets, but this is her in her start bucket. And then week 8, we graduate. In week 8, we graduate. We actually have a graduation ceremony. We have the highest graduation rate out of anybody that I know in this industry, because it's not just about a course, it's curriculum, it's coaching every Fridays, it's community in a Facebook group, and it's graduation. And for those of you with the number 1 objection, there's 2 objections. I'm going to stamp one of them out, and for the other, I can't stamp it out. The first objection is coaching. Do you answer questions? Yeah, we answer lots of questions. Will you answer my question? In year 1 of this program, we decided to document and answer every question. And we answered 5,200 questions. And we put them in a document that you are going to get access to immediately. And it's organized by, you can find your question very easy. If you have the question and you don't see it in there, you let us know, because we will answer it on one of the coaching calls, and then we will make sure that you are the one in that document. But if your question is there, which high probability that it is, you have on-demand coaching, because right to the right of the question is the link where we answered it with the timestamp, meaning you don't have to watch the whole thing. 1 hour, 12 minutes in, we start the answer to this question. 1 hour, 25 minutes in, we end the answer to this question. You can go get your 13-minute question, your question answered in that 13-minute block, real time. And if you don't see your question on there, you let us know, and that question will be answered. Yes, this is real coaching. It's just done one-to-many. And when you saw my dream team yesterday, you know what we're able to do. So guys, you get access today. The coaching starts a week from Monday. The coaching, you get access to the curriculum right away, but the coaching doesn't start next week. It starts the week after that. Real quickly, we have 4 incredible bonuses. At the end of week 3, we do a story lab. And all of the students share their stories. And you actually get feedback and insight. And we do a little bit of a competition that you as our class decide who has the most powerful stories. No surprise, the Pat magic worked. And I am looking forward to testing out my new talk next week. We do a story lab to bring home modules 1, modules 2, and week 1, week 2, and week 3. We do that. At the end of our scale, week 4 and week 5, we have this. 5 clients in 5 days. Challenge. Wake up 5 days from today with 5 brand new clients. My dream team takes you through a 5-day challenge to help you land 5 new clients. I have 2 clients already from those calls, and it's just day 1. So to cement what you what you learn in modules 4 and 5, we do this like fun thing to drive clients at the end of week 4 and week 5. And then at the end of week 6 and week 7, once we're done with the stage section, we do a stage hackathon. Imagine speaking on your dream stage, your podcast, virtual events. This is how to make it a reality. At the end of week 6 and 7, we do a stage hackathon. Dr. Jennifer Wong, who's backstage with us, said I won 6 stages from the hackathon. And so guys, the last bonus, and this is the first public announcement of this. Our big advanced 360 interactive event that set the bar as the model that everybody else in the industry followed last year. You get a ticket to that event June 8th through 10th. We will be doing an event out of Eric Worre's $20 million studio. I will see thousands of you on the virtual 360-degree HD screen. Every student in the class gets a ticket to that. And tickets, our general admission ticket has sold for as high as $997. That's our retail price. You're bonus that in. So you go through the course, you graduate, and then you get to come to this event, which helps take you to the next level. So guys, that's it. Those are the details. It's, I don't know, it's $16,000. We've charged that, and we've charged that amount for these types of things. $16,000 of legitimate value. We open this up one time a year at $1,997. $1,997. We do this one time a year. I want to see who the first people to take action are. You can go to advanceyourreach.com/join, advanceyourreach.com/join. We've got a 3-payment option as well, a 1-payment option. And I want to invite you into today to the Stage to Scale family. It's the one time we do this course. Surprise bonus is that you will have a box shipped in the next few days. The people who get in fastest, everybody gets a box, so I don't want to like put false scarcity there, but the people who get in fastest are the ones that receive their box of goodies in the mail, and it is a physical box that comes in the mail as well. And so guys, you know, I want to kind of fast forward through this. Some incredible people, a plumber, a musician, a painter, and an author, all Stage to Scale alumni who have said, this experience changed my business and helped me get my message out to the world. So I want to invite you into this. The results of this program are absolutely astronomical. The results of this program are absolutely astronomical. Nobody gets the results that we do because nobody that I know cares as deeply as we do for our students. If you're an alumni backstage or you're a student of ours backstage or on Facebook, what's your experience of us? Like, please type that. Let people see that. And so, guys, I want to invite you in. We've got a 14-day guarantee. Go try it out. Go experience it. And if you don't love it and you don't get the results and you do the work, we'll refund you completely. We have no issues with this because the stuff that's in this program is the same stuff that I share with our 7-figure clients from last year, our 6-figure clients from last year, the clients who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars with us. It's based on this methodology. It's just a little bit more customized to them, but everything I share with them is what's part of this program. I finally, a few years ago, made something affordable that the masses could be a part of. So guys, you won't hear me talk about it this long. I'll talk about it again in some detail on Sunday, but advanceyourreach.com/join, advanceyourreach.com/join. There's a reason that these people have worked with us, and there's a reason why we get those types of results since we launched this program to the market in 2018. Those are the results that our students have gotten. And so now it's your turn to hop in there as we're on a mission to impact 1 billion people through 1 million stages. And it's freaking time to put your name on this board, Last thing that I'll say about it, and this expires Sunday, but at the beginning of April, we do every year our sales and marketing intensive. It's a 1-day intensive where we build out your sales and marketing plan for you, with all of our tools, our systems, and our team. And we sell that for $1,000. And this is only included in our $25,000 package. When we do this once a year, we include this until Sunday night. This bonus goes away on Sunday night. So you will actually get built in our sales and marketing intensive at the beginning of April that will be built into this for you. And I got permission from the team. Every new student or alumni who chooses to say, I want to be a part of this class too, every one of you will get a shirt shipped. The only thing you have to cover is the shipping and handling, because we couldn't figure all of that out in such short time. But the shirt we figured out. Every single one of you will send you a link here in a couple of weeks to get a shirt, because all of us will be wearing these. I'm hoping on our coaching calls that we'll all have our Your Message Matters shirt on. And my goal is by the end of the program that you've created a shirt that states your message on it, like all of the shirts that are in my house. I want one of your shirts that says what your message actually is. Never done that in a class. So guys, we have testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony. I could go on and on and on. And we just want you to be committed to getting your message out to the world. So advanceyourreach.com/join, advanceyourreach.com/join. That is all of the details right there. Join us. Be the ones to get your shirt. Be the ones, make sure you get this SAM intensive. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just take action. Step into the arena and take action. 1 payment, 3 pay. Pat, I know we're a little long today, man, but any final thoughts that you have before we go backstage, Pat? Because we're not going to cut backstage short at all today. So, and by the way, guys, we got straight value tomorrow, straight value Saturday, straight value Sunday. And then next week you will be blown away, because I'm going to be giving away a lot of stages. Next Thursday, we're going to do a stage giveaway, and everybody will qualify for the stage giveaway. So Pat, we got a lot of value still to come, but I want to put this out there, and I want to get people joining as part of our family and community so we can get those boxes shipped and get them their shirts on. So PQ, any thoughts before we go backstage?
Yeah, what an opportunity, Pete. At the start of the day today, you asked people if they're fully committed to their message. What is the message that you are committed to? And so many of you typed into the Facebook comments and into the backstage comments the message that you were committed to. If you are committed to that message, now is the time to take action. You've gotten so much value in the last 4 days. Think of what 8 weeks of this coaching would do for your message. Think of what 8 weeks of this coaching would do for your business. If you're a network marketing professional, this is perfect for you. If you are trying to raise money for a good cause, this is perfect for you. If you're just starting a business, this is perfect for you. If it's a service-based business or a product-based business or a coaching or digital products business, this is perfect for you. This is going to be the roadmap from where you are to where you want to be. And my question to you is, where do you want to be 12 months from now? Where do you want to be 6 months from now? Because a lot of you are going to wake up 6 months from now still wishing you were there, still wondering why you didn't make the progress that other people did make. And I want you to know that what happens in the next 6 months with your business, with your idea, with your cause, with your message, what happens in the next 6 months is not out of your control. It's not going to be left up to politics or a pandemic. It's not going to be left up to cause or circumstance. What happens in the next 6 months with your business is going to be left up to what decisions you made. And you have a decision right in front of you right now that you can make. You can decide today to step into the stage to scale method. And the next 8 weeks will change your business, change your life, and change your message forever. You can be the first one to access the box, the first one to dive into the curriculum. And a week from Monday, you can be the first one to log on to that coaching call and start getting your coaching. This is an opportunity that's only offered once a year. 12 months from now, a lot of you are going to be in the exact same place you are right now. And that's because you did not take action today. But some of you are going to take off like a rocket. Some of you are going to be way ahead, not 12 months from now, not 6 months from now, but 8 weeks from right now. 8 weeks of coaching with Pete and I and the entire AYR Dream Team. Who yesterday said you'd like the AYR Dream Team on your side? Who wants them on your side helping you? Well, that's what's going to happen for the next 8 weeks. They're going to be here helping you answer your questions. I'll be in there. Pete will be in there. Everybody is going to be in there helping you. And it's really, I can't stress this enough. It's not out of your control. Some of you are going to be 8 weeks from now thinking other people got lucky. Other people lightning struck. Other people won the lottery. That's not what happened. Other people made a decision to take action. Other people said, I'm committed to this message getting out to the world. And I'm so excited about these 8 weeks. We have seen it time and time again. People who come in with an idea, people who come in with a business that isn't going anywhere, people who come in with something they want to start, but they don't know how to start. And 8 weeks later, they have a message, they have products, they have a stage strategy, and it's all set up. It's all taken care of. This is the most important 8 weeks right now. I can't wait for you to decide. And Pete, we've watched so many people go through this. We've watched so many people achieve success. I mean, for 3 payments of $739. Now, you wrote down, when Pete said, what are 8 new customers worth to you? You put a number in the chat. Do you remember what that number was? How much money is 8 new customers worth to you? If that number is higher than 1997, this is a no-brainer. If that number was higher than 1997, this is a no-brainer. Because I'm telling you, if you get a chance to speak in front of 100 people and you convert 8 of them into customers, you're going to have 8 brand new customers. We're going to show you how to put that presentation together, put that product together. We're going to show you how to find that stage and win that stage. This is the opportunity right now. You really have 2 choices. You can take what we've taught you in the last 4 days and go do it on your own. Or you can work with a team that's done it thousands of times, has done it faster than other people have, and have gotten results at a tremendous level. You get to choose.
Everything.
But remember this 8 weeks from now. 8 weeks from now, I want you to look back and not remember today with regret. I want you to look back and not question what would have happened. 8 weeks from now, I want you to plant a stake in the ground and say, that was the best decision I have ever made. And if you hit the button, sign up today, that's exactly what's going to happen. Pete, this is going to be a great 8 weeks. I can't wait. This is going to be fun and exciting for everybody who says yes.
Yeah, guys, I don't think you realize how much these challenges take out of you. I'm pretty pooped right now, and I'm just kind of coasting here. But Pat, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And so, guys, this is what I'm gonna do. We're not gonna jeopardize any backstage. We're going backstage right now. Here's your homework assignment. Jed, Jed, why don't you come in here really quickly, Jed? Give them the hashtag, give them their homework assignment, give a few prizes out, Jed. Let's make sure that we give the shirts out. We've given those out to a lot of people. Backstage, we won't compromise backstage. A little longer today. But guys, we got a great day tomorrow. We got Pedro Adeo that's going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to talk about building your own stages. Saturday, we're talking about Sam. And Sunday is the masterclass where we give out a lot of stuff. So Jed, let's quickly take us backstage, but give out the homework assignment. I want them to share the stages that they're focused on getting on and how many that they're going to be on in 2021. So go ahead, Jed, close us out today.
Absolutely, Pete. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to be doing right now. I want to give some prizes away, like Pete said. If you see your name on this list, I'm going to leave it up for a bit. These are our top 20 folks who won yesterday's T-shirts. So you all will get a free T-shirt to you in the mail. So Francesca, Samantha, Julia, Chris, Lynn, Stephen, Christina, Benicia, Evangeline, Timothy, Thomas, Alec, Claude, Marco, Frederico, Jim, Susan, Todd, Jackie, Judith. You all get a T-shirt. And we also have our top 5 who won our How to Build a Course in 7 Days. That's Florian, Treva, Edwin, Chelsea, and Arte. Go to messagechallenge.com/I1. We will be reaching out to you, of course, if you win any of these prizes. But if you want to do that, just make sure to do that proactively if you want to. So last few things, like Pete said, the homework for today is to go live, post a video, or just do a regular Facebook post in the Your Message Matters Challenge Facebook group and tell us what stages you're committed to and what the goal number of stages you want to win in 2021. Make sure to use the hashtag YourMessageDay4. That's Your Message Day 4. And 5 of those winners will win an Airbnb gift card. Once again, still time for the story contest as well. That's Your Message Day 2, because that's when we released that contest. Make sure to post that 2-minute video with that hashtag in the Facebook group at the end there. And one other thing, because of this amazing time of year that it is, it's one of the most exciting times for me being able to do this coaching over 8 weeks. If you guys have any questions about Stage to Scale, make sure to go to advanceyourreach.com/questions to sign up for a small group Q&A session. Our one of my good buddies on the team, Daniel Moskowitz, is going to be hosting those. So I want to make sure if you have any questions at all about the program, you can sign up for a time to get your questions answered there. And of course, as always, we've got Ask Me Anything at 12 p.m. Noon Eastern Standard Time, as always. All right, Facebook, that's it from us. You will see a full version of the replay in Facebook up once again for 24 hours. We'll see you guys tomorrow and backstage. Stay here.
At advanceyourreach.com/join. A lot of links there, Jed, but that's one that I want people to know that's where they need to go if they're ready to take action. So
yeah,
so awesome. No, that's it. Let's go backstage. Facebook, we'll see you tomorrow.